Introducing the Current Affairs Workbook. It is an activity-driven learning comprising summaries, quick facts, MCQs, true-false statements, mains practice questions, and ethics case studies, consolidated into a comprehensive workbook. Dive into our monthly magazine summary, a concise overview capturing key insights, events, and trends of the month. Unlock the power of our Quick Facts block, your rapid reference toolkit with essential facts, figures, and critical statistics. Experience our dynamic activities like MCQs and true-false statements to subjective questions and ethics case studies that refine your analytical thinking and articulation skills. Track your progress with our dedicated self-evaluation page, your personal growth monitoring and improvement tool. Hello and welcome to this edition of News Today. Without delay, let's have a look at the headlines first. Coastal Shipping Bill 2024 introduced in the Lok Sabha. Union Environment Minister highlights issue of coastal erosion in India. Draft National Policy Framework on Agricultural Marketing released. Government decides to update the GDP base year from 2011-12 to 2022-23. PRAGATI platforms revolutionary in ensuring timely infrastructure development through digital governance, Lord's Oxford study. The Ministry of Ayush celebrates 10 years of its formation. In a significant move, the Coastal Shipping Bill 2024 has been introduced in the Lok Sabha. The bill aims to consolidate and amend the laws governing coastal shipping, promoting uniformity in its regulation, boosting coastal trade, enhancing connectivity, and encouraging greater domestic participation. Coastal shipping in India holds great potential due to the country's vast coastline, stretching approximately 7,500 kilometers, and its proximity to key global shipping routes. Now, let's take a look at some key highlights of the bill. First, the bill includes a prohibition on trade in coastal waters without a license by vessels other than Indian vessels, while also permitting inland vessels to engage in coastal trading. It also introduces the National Coastal and Inland Shipping Strategic Plan, which aims to develop, grow, and promote coastal shipping in India. In addition, the bill proposes the creation of a national database of coastal shipping to ensure transparency in procedures and aid in information sharing. The bill also empowers the Director General to issue licenses for chartered vessels after considering various factors, including the citizenship of the crew and the building requirements of the vessel. Importantly, no license can be suspended, revoked, or modified unless the license has been given a reasonable opportunity of being heard. Further provisions in the bill include the compounding of certain offences, penalties imposed by the principal officer, and the empowerment of the Director General to call for information on specific matters. So, what does coastal shipping in India actually entail? It refers to the movement of goods and passengers along coastlines within territorial waters, extending up to 12 nautical miles from the baseline. The Directorate General of Shipping under the Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways serves as the primary regulatory authority for this sector, with Coastal Regulation Zone regulations further influencing activities in these coastal areas. India's cabotage policy restricts foreign flagged vessels from operating within the country's territorial waters for the transportation of goods. Additionally, the Tariff Authority for Major Ports, or TAMP, regulates tariffs and charges for services provided by major ports involved in coastal shipping. In conclusion, the bill marks a major step towards unlocking the full potential of India's coastal shipping sector. In a recent address, Union Environment Minister highlighted the growing issue of coastal erosion along India's vast 7,500-kilometer coastline, which serves as nature's buffer between land and sea. The increasing disruptions are now impacting the livelihoods of millions of people living in coastal areas. Let's look at the status of coastal erosion in India. A study by the National Centre for Coastal Research, or NCCR, reveals that about 33.6% of India's coastline is eroding, while 26.9% is accreting and 39.5% remains stable. State-wise analysis suggests that more than 40% of erosion is concentrated in 4 states and union territories. West Bengal with 63%, Pondicherry with 57%, Kerala 45% and Tamil Nadu with 41%. So what exactly is coastal erosion? It refers to the breaking down and carrying away of materials by the sea. The coast is eroded by destructive waves through 4 main processes: hydraulic action, compression, abrasion and attrition. Erosional landforms such as cliffs, terraces, caves, stacks, arches and stumps are created as a result. The causes of coastal erosion can be both natural and anthropogenic. Natural causes include rising sea levels, mangrove depletion, cyclonic activity and the action of waves, winds, tides, near-shore currents and storms. On the other hand, when it comes to anthropogenic causes, human activities like unregulated sand extraction, port construction, dredging of tidal entrances, damming and beach nourishment contribute significantly to the problem. So what are some potential innovative solutions to curb coastal erosion? Experts suggest community-driven conservation programs and real-time erosion monitoring using artificial intelligence or AI. Additionally, adopting nature-based approaches such as climate-resilient sand nourishment and mangrove reforestation could offer effective remedies. A shoreline management plan that takes into account local and regional drivers of erosion is also crucial. To address the issue, several initiatives have been launched. The Shoreline Management Plan has been prepared by states under the Coastal Regulation Zone or CRZ notification of 2019. The CRZ notification also includes provision for No Development Zones or NDZ to protect the coastline from encroachment and erosion. The K-Shore project, supported by the World Bank, and the Coastal Management Information System or CMIS are also helping in tackling coastal erosion. In conclusion, tackling coastal erosion requires a combination of strategic planning, innovative solutions, and community involvement to protect India's vulnerable coastline. In our next news, we bring you the latest update on agricultural marketing in India. The draft National Policy Framework on Agricultural Marketing has just been released. The policy, which envisions building a vibrant marketing ecosystem for farmers, was prepared by a committee chaired by Faiz Ahmed Kidwai. The framework aims to ensure that farmers across all categories find a market of their choice to realize the best price for their produce. Let's now take a look at some of the key proposals of this draft. First, the policy proposes the establishment of an empowered agricultural marketing reform committee. This committee, which will include state agriculture ministers, will work towards creating a unified national markets for agricultural produce. The aim is to do this through a single licensing or registration system and a single fee. The committee may be chaired by the agriculture minister of any state on a rotational basis, similar to the empowered committee on GST. Another key proposal is to improve farmer market linkages. This will include declaring a large number of need-based warehouses and cold storages as sub-market yards and expanding and consolidating the e-NAM platform beyond APMC markets to include these sub-market yards as well. The policy also emphasizes the need for Agricultural Produce Market Committee or APMC reforms. The draft encourages APMCs to boost their income by notifying new agricultural produce, promoting food processing activities, etc., rather than exorbitantly imposing market fee and other fee or cess. The policy also calls for strengthening value chain-centric infrastructure through the use of AI and blockchain technology, with active participation from the private sector. Additionally, a price insurance scheme is proposed to secure farmers' income by providing assured income at the time of sowing. To promote ease of trade, the draft advocates for the digital automation of the mandi processes, including the digital issuance of licenses and registrations to traders and private market operators. Now, moving on to the current state of agriculture marketing in India. Agricultural marketing, a state subject under entry 28 of list 2nd, state list of 7th schedule under Article 246 of the Constitution. Also, various challenges persist, including fragmented and inefficient supply chains, poor infrastructure, market access, and complex regulations. However, several initiatives have already been undertaken, such as the formation and promotion of 10,000 farmer produce organizations, the Agriculture Infrastructure Fund, and the development of agricultural marketing infrastructure and Grameen agricultural markets. In conclusion, this draft policy aims to revolutionize the agricultural marketing landscape in India, making it more streamlined, efficient, and farmer-friendly. The government has decided to update the base year for calculating India's GDP from 2011-12 to 2022-23, a significant move to ensure more accurate economic assessments in the coming years. A 26-member advisory committee on National Account Statistics, or NAS, has been formed under the chairmanship of Biswanath Golda. The committee will focus on identifying new data sources and refining the methodology for compiling the NAS, which is brought out annually by the Central Statistics Office. This report includes GDP estimates based on multiple approaches. So, what exactly is a base year? A base year is a benchmark used for GDP calculation, allowing for the comparison of economic growth over a period of time by eliminating the effects of inflation. Now, let's explore why a revision of the base year is necessary. Firstly, the availability of high-frequency quality data has improved since 2011-12, largely due to digitization and sectoral developments. Incorporating this new data will enhance the precision of GDP calculations. Additionally, the new base year will accommodate structural changes in the economy. It will account for shifts in consumption patterns, sectoral contributions, and the inclusion of emerging sectors seen in the past decade. The previous base year, 2011-12, established in January 2015, is now considered outdated in light of current economic realities. Moreover, the revision will accommodate post-pandemic economic dynamics and adhering to international standards for global comparability. Now, what will the implications be? The revision may lead to revised growth estimates, offering a more accurate representation of India's economic activity. This will, in turn, aid policy formulation and could boost investor confidence. In conclusion, this update marks a crucial step in ensuring that India's economic statistics reflect the current and evolving landscape. Moving ahead, a recent Oxford study has highlighted the PRAGATI platform as a revolutionary tool in ensuring timely infrastructure development through digital governance. The report praises PRAGATI's success in fostering accountability and efficiency, suggesting that it can serve as a model for overcoming bureaucratic inertia in emerging economies. Now, let's take a closer look at the impact of the platform. Economically, PRAGATI addresses critical issues such as land acquisition and inter-ministerial coordination. By enabling expedite project execution, it helps reduce costs associated with delays, demonstrating how targeted investments in infrastructure and effective governance can address the middle-income trap. Socially, the platform prioritizes projects in underdeveloped and remote areas, aiming to reduce regional disparities. Environmentally, PRAGATI incorporates sustainability into planning, expedites clearances, and promotes green technologies, helping reduce the carbon footprints of projects. For instance, PRAGATI works in conjunction with Parivesh portal for environmental clearances. On the governance front, PRAGATI has helped achieve administrative efficiency and ensure good governance. A notable example is the successful implementation of the Bogie-Beal Rail and Road Bridge in Assam, which had previously been plagued by delays. Now, let's look at the platform itself. PRAGATI, or Proactive Governance and Timely Implementation Platform, was launched in 2015 as part of the Digital India program and is implemented by the Prime Minister's Office. The platform's objective include expediting project implementation using technology for real-time monitoring, such as video conferencing, real-time data, and drone feeds. It also promotes a collaborative approach by removing administrative silos by involvement of various government agencies. Furthermore, PRAGATI ensures e-transparency and e-accountability through effective grievance redressal mechanism. In conclusion, the PRAGATI platform has proven to be a game changer in enhancing the efficiency of infrastructure projects with its potential to revolutionize governance across emerging economies. The Ministry of Ayush is celebrating 10 years of its formation, a milestone in its journey to revive profound knowledge of our ancient systems of medicine. Established in 2014, the ministry aims to integrate and elevate traditional knowledge in modern healthcare. The Ministry of Ayush evolved from the earlier Department of Indian System of Medicine and Homeopathy, created in 1995, and was renamed the Department of Ayush in 2003. The acronym Ayush represents the medical systems practiced in India: Ayurveda, Yoga, and Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha, and Homeopathy. Now let's take a look at some of the significant achievements of the ministry over the past decade. First, the Ayush infrastructure has expanded with the establishment of 3,844 Ayush hospitals, along with 3 state-of-the-art satellite centers of National Institutes of Ayush established in Delhi, Goa, and Ghaziabad. Technology integration has played a crucial role in the ministry's outreach, with digital initiatives like Ayush Grid and eSanjeevani telemedicine, bringing quality healthcare to remote regions. The ministry has also worked on a global scale with initiatives such as a donor agreement between India and the WHO, an agreement on Ayurveda between India and Malaysia, initiatives like Ayush Visa, furthering Ayush's vision of global health and wellness. The WHO Global Traditional Medicine Center in Jamnagar was established to promote and integrate traditional medicine worldwide. Additionally, the United Nations General Assembly, or UNGA, declared June 21st, the summer solstice, as the International Day of Yoga in 2014. Economically, the Ayush market has seen substantial growth, rising from USD 2.85 billion in 2014 to USD 43.4 billion in 2023. Exports have doubled from USD 1.09 billion to USD 2.16 billion. Despite these successes, the ministry faces challenges such as the lack of scientific validation, quality concerns in education and practitioners, integration with modern medicine, and lack of awareness. To overcome these challenges, several initiatives have been undertaken to promote Ayush. The National Ayush Mission, launched in 2014, is a centrally sponsored scheme aimed at promoting Ayush systems. The Ayush sector has also seen 100% foreign direct investment, or FDI, furthering its growth. The National Commission for Indian System of Medicine has been established to ensure quality standards in Ayush education. The Ayurgyan scheme has also been introduced to enhance and develop capacity within the Ayush healthcare sector. In conclusion, the Ministry of Ayush has made significant strides in promoting India's traditional systems of medicine, but continued efforts are needed to address challenges and ensure further growth and integration into the global healthcare system. In today's Place in News, we turn our focus to Syria, with its capital Damascus. Recently, Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, or HTS, a rebel militia, seized control of Aleppo, Syria's second largest city, marking another significant development in the country's ongoing conflict. Now, let's look at the political features of the country. Syria is located on the east coast of the Mediterranean Sea in the southwestern Asia. It shares borders with Turkey to the north, Iraq to the east and southeast, Jordan to the south, and Israel and Lebanon to the southwest. It's important to note that Israel seized the Golan Heights from Syria during the 1967 Six-Day War. Key cities in Syria include the capital, Damascus, which is situated along the river Barada. Other important cities are Homs and Palmyra. Moving on to the geographical features, Syria experiences a largely Mediterranean climate. The country is also home to several mountain ranges, including the Anti-Lebanon Mountains, which separate Syria and Lebanon, and the Al-Ansariyah Mountains. The highest point in Syria is Mount Hermon. Major rivers flowing through the country include the Euphrates, Tigris, and Orontes, etc. As we conclude today's main news, let's have a look at some quick updates. India-Malaysia joint military exercise Harimau Shakti commenced in Malaysia. It is an annual training event conducted alternatively in India and Malaysia. In 2023, it was conducted at Umroi Cantonment in Meghalaya, India. India has contributed nearly $2 billion to the BRICS New Development Bank or NDB, as per Ministry of Finance. NDB was officially launched in 2014 during the 6th BRICS Summit in Fortaleza by Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Its membership is open to members of United Nations. Government abolishes windfall tax on crude oil, ATF, petrol and diesel exports. A windfall tax is a tax imposed by governments on certain industries that experience significantly above average profits due to favorable economic conditions. International Day of Persons with Disabilities or IDPD is celebrated annually on 3rd December. It was proclaimed by a UN General Assembly Resolution 47/3 in 1992. The theme for 2024 is Amplifying the Leadership of Persons with Disabilities or PWDs for an Inclusive and Sustainable Future. Center has advised states to adopt a camp mode approach to facilitate inclusive, efficient and rapid farmer registration. Kisan Pehchan Patra is an Aadhaar-linked unique digital identity that is linked dynamically to states' land records, besides having information, for example, demographic, crop zone and ownership details. National Tiger Conservation Authority or NTCA approves Madhav National Park as the newest tiger reserve of Madhya Pradesh. NTCA is a statutory body constituted under WPA 1972, as amended in 2006 to administer Project Tiger. Madhav National Park is situated in northern part of Madhya Pradesh in Shivpuri district. Russia is set to deploy the RS-28 Summit Intercontinental Ballistic Missile, known as Saturn-II. It's a next-generation intercontinental ballistic missile or ICBM, considered one of the most powerful nuclear weapons globally. Saturn-II is equipped with multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles or MIRVs, allowing it to strike multiple targets simultaneously. International Center for Integrated Mountain Development or ICIMOD has unveiled an air quality dashboard. It combines ground sensor data with satellite imagery to provide a comprehensive view of air pollution across local, sub-regional and regional scales. It is powered by the weather research and forecasting model coupled with chemistry. Before we sign off, let's challenge your understanding in today's installment of Test Your Learning. Thank you for joining us. We hope you found this episode of News Today engaging. For the solutions to the quiz and to access the PDF version of News Today, remember to visit the provided links in the description below.